This the Black Powder Podcast. Kick up your feet, lean on your armrest, and get your mind blessed on this conquest. Hold a grip like a 12 gauge, let this moment kick. Black people moving and having some gun ownership. I carry weight, not to keep the camera safe. It's thinking about you, my kids and my parents' faces. The big topics, they don't wanna involve us. Think we're novice, but now we're moving hard with revolvers. This the Black Powder Podcast, let's get it started.
Primers hit, the powder is lit. It's time to get on target. Welcome to another episode of the Black Powder Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Yasuke Fett. And just a general reminder of your marching orders and why we have created the Black Powder Podcast. The main mission is to change the social view of black society and firearms. How do we do that? Glad you asked. We talk, walk, read, write, and think about it to find a better solution for a brighter future for the proper protection of black people. Join us through education, practice, and safety as we take down the stigma of black people and guns, one discussion at a time. And just a general reminder, you cannot do a mag dump without a couple of rounds. So if you like what you're hearing and you happen to like this show, send out an email to blackpowderpodcast@gmail.com and let me know what your favorite episode is. Whether or not you agree, disagree, or have questions, please make sure to send them to blackpowderpodcast@gmail.com. And always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. The only way to continue to grow is to continue to share this knowledge with other people. And the only way to even get the message out is to let everyone know. So once again, if you like what you heard and would like to continue to hear, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, you can find us on multiple platforms, especially the main ones. As of recently, we are now on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, and Audible.
Alright, so here's what we got going on. I made a smart decision last night because of all the work that I'm doing and whatnot. Actually, me just trying to get used to my shift still. Let's just keep it a buck. And got home. This is after previously me and my dumb ass left the garage door open last night, which is not a normal occurrence, and I try to usually make sure that I've got the house as secure as possible before I even lock up everything. We do have an alarm system. I do try to make sure that I don't cause any issues, especially for my girl whenever she's trying to wake up, or rather sleep, for work. So, there's a whole rhythm to what I'm doing. I go in, try and make sure that I'm as quiet as possible as I am trying to beat the alarm before it goes off, because I don't want that to make any louder noises. As well as try and make sure that I close the door gently, because I don't want to wake up my girlfriend. So I'm doing all this stealth op shit to try and make sure that she doesn't wake up, but the house is still safe. So like I said, the previous night, I left the damn garage door open like a dumbass, and I was already kind of scolded for it, which, rightfully so. I can't even get mad at that. You're supposed to make sure that everything is closed. So fast forward to the next night. Come in from work. Girlfriend asked me if the garage is closed, which I did tell her yesterday that if she heard it, you need to let me know that you heard it open and didn't close. I mean, I've got my phone on me at all times pretty much, but nonetheless, went upstairs. She asked me if the garage was closed. At that point, I went back downstairs. I proceeded to cut off the alarm, open the garage door, and verified visually that the main garage door was closed. And once again, like I said, I try and make sure that I can close the door leading into the garage was closed, which it was, or so I thought. This was around probably 2 o'clock in the morning. Time goes by, you look up, 4:30 in the morning hits, The damn alarm is going off loudly, waking everybody up. I hadn't been woken up like that since my apartment in Riverdale when I had the fire department knocking on my door and I heard a loud hissing because the toilet, one of the rubber tubing leads for the water popped open. So now I'm like, oh shit. I grabbed my sidearm, which was my mechanic executive, with a compensator on it, because that's my experimental / Frankenstein executive, because I like to try and do some stuff to it. So I may or may not be able to apply it to my main executive, because nonetheless, grab the first handgun I can find. And I guess I was snoring that night. So I roll over to the guest bedroom where my girlfriend was at because of my snoring. Knock on the door, ask her what's going on. She's got visual with the outside cameras. She tells me that the garage door was open. To which I'm tripping out because I've already visually verified that the garage door was closed. So now I'm like, oh shit. Okay, here, take this. I give her my sidearm, you know? Then I proceed to go back into the den, or the computer room, whatever you want to call it, to where my plate carrier was. I took the plate carrier into the main bedroom, proceeded to break out the KSG shotgun, because if I got to take somebody out, I want to make sure that I have maximum force. I'm not playing around. You do not belong in this house. You are not invited. Therefore, you got to go one way or another, because I have to protect my girlfriend. Put the plate on. Got the extra shells. Everything's good. Proceed to pump that shotgun, get it ready, locked and loaded. Okay. Then I go back to the bedroom. Knock on the door. Verify again where she saw the issue at. She said it was a garage door. I said, okay. But deep down, something told me this wasn't a serious issue. Nonetheless, I still try to treat it like it was one. So here I am, 4:30 in the morning, damn near butt naked aside from my boxer briefs and a plate that's fully loaded with shotgun shells and AR magazines. I'm rolling my big ass down the stairs, hoping that the fear tactic will work out by proceeding to hopefully scare whoever's down there, because I don't know what would be scarier, you know, seeing somebody butt naked wearing a plate, or seeing somebody damn near butt naked in their underwear wearing a plate. But nonetheless, I was ready to find out. And here's where I fucked up. The garage door, the main one, was closed. The garage door that led outside was not. And here I am trying to be all extra careful to make sure that I didn't create any issues, or I didn't cause any noise or whatever, so my girlfriend can get some sleep. What did I learn from this? I learned that we're going to have to be a little bit more forceful, a little bit more cautious, making sure that we check every single box in regards to safety. Because the last thing I need to do is get in my mind that, oh, it's a false alarm. The garage door is closed, and I made sure that everything was closed. Nah, we're not going to be playing that game. Because there's one thing that I really don't want to deal with, other than somebody trying to break into the house, and that's a rightfully pissed off girlfriend who didn't get enough sleep. I had that one coming. I can't even get mad, and she had the right to do it, because I did some dumbass shit, so I get it. And two, I don't like losing sleep. So here I am, waking up at 4:30 in the butt cheek of dawn, not even the butt crack, the butt cheek, because I do not like waking up early, especially if it's for nothing. And then on top of that, when I got done, I went back to the bedroom, had to struggle out the plate, which I really think I need to upgrade. Because it does hold the, I think I got level 3 plus in there. It does hold those plates regardless, but nonetheless, it's a tight fit. I would like to have one with some quick release straps on it, but nonetheless, at least I have a plate carrier and I'm working with what I got. But I had to struggle out of that plate. By the time I got done, struggled out of it. Had to put the plate back. Also had to put the shotgun back, but I was tired, so I ended up leaving the shotgun by the foot of the bed. But the thing that sucks the most is the adrenaline that's pumping through your body. So here I am, 4:30 in the morning, struggling out of a plate, trying to make sure I put everything back where I can, and then trying to lay down while body's pumped full of adrenaline and probably some caffeine from a soda I might have had earlier. Regardless, that caffeine kind of came in handy because it boosted my adrenaline and I was ready to go all out. I guess you could say almost balls out because, again, I was wearing nothing but a plate and some boxer briefs. Tactical advantage all the way. Hoorah! Yeah, so as an end result, I also realized the weaknesses of my setup, which I highly recommend that you test your setup out at least once every couple of months, if not once every month. I do know that I need to get one of those collapsible ladders that I can throw out the window just in case there's a fire, or just in case I need an escape route. Because being on the second floor, you don't have too many options. I mean, it's not like you can do the jailhouse stuff where you got a bunch of sheets tied together and you throw the sheets out the window and y'all are good. I could probably survive jumping out of a 2-story window or the 2nd-story window, but I know it would hurt really bad because I'm getting older and I'm not as crazy as I used to be. When I was super crazy, I could jump out that damn thing with no issues and probably brush the dust off my knees and my shoulders and everything else. If I do it now, I'll probably need at least a whole gallon of milk. Maybe even some Geritol. I've never taken Geritol before. I'm not trying to take it, but hey, I'm just being real. I'm over here like old man Logan. This body is not going to heal like it used to. By the way, if you hear any noise in the background, that's me driving from work. I'm trying this new thing now where getting these episodes out as I'm spending some stationary time, or somewhat stationary time, where I can actually be doing something. And I figured, it was a good time to tell the story about what happened last night. So, like I said, number one, I can definitely make sure that my setup is a lot better. Number two, I think I might start wearing pajamas to bed or something, or at least pajama bottoms. I don't know, because while I may have had the fear advantage, I really don't want to die damn near butt naked wearing a plate and some boxers. But there's also the whole preparation thing too, because to be honest with you, it took me a minute to get that plate on, which is also why I say I think I may need to upgrade it. And I do need to train to get that plate on, because to be honest with you, I don't wear a plate carrier everywhere, and really the only places I've worn my plate carrier is to the outdoor range as well as in the house. Other than that, there's no real reason for me to run around wearing a plate carrier. So I guess I should practice that as well. I also did a inventory of some of my firearms. I noticed that my Sig Romeo Mini or Micro, the battery is dead. I don't know if it is a normal feature for it to be on all the time. I'm assuming it's not. But nonetheless, that is why the battery is dead. So I'll need to get new batteries for that. Okay, I don't know what this dude is doing. He's driving off the road and his truck is, it looks like a monster truck rally. That's not good. Welcome to real life. Anyway, I need to replace the battery in my Sig Romeo. I think I want to upgrade the flashlight on my shotgun because I do have a red light a long time ago. This is probably from when I first started my 2A adventures. But I decided to use a red light to strike fear into my enemies. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was on some Batman shit. I don't know. But I need to change that light. It would be better to have something with some lumens in it versus a red light that doesn't really do much for anything. I mean, maybe there's an advantage to it, but maybe not. Either way, the light could be better. Especially seeing as how every now and then Devore.com and Optics Planet, I think even now and then PSA, they have sales on their lights, their weapon lights. So, yeah. I think it's an Amazon light too, so let's be real, that's only going to go so far. So I need to upgrade my home defense visually as far as lights go. And other than that, the major thing, I also need to discuss a plan with my girlfriend, because one of the things I noticed I didn't do was I did not have any safe words. And no, not that type of safe word, you crazy people. I mean a word where if I had to get back into her room to let her know everything was good, I would knock on the door and say that word versus knocking on the door and getting shot by my own gun, by my own girlfriend. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, it's safe. I don't think that really works out too well. Can be something obvious, like everybody uses pineapples. So yeah, that's something I got to sit down and discuss with her. Also, on her side, it could have been better because she ended up going down the stairs as I was putting the plate on. Why she did that, I do not know. That was not part of the plan. I didn't give her a gun to go downstairs. I gave her a gun to make a last stand. And here we go, G.I. Jane over here, taking it upon herself to check the door. I need to have a deep discussion with her about that. Because if she's not listening and she's not at least adhering to the plan, because I really want her to stay in that room and not roll out like that. If she's off on her own, going commando, which now that I think about it, she literally was commando because she wasn't wearing anything, but it doesn't give her the power of Arnold Schwarzenegger from the Commando movie. But no, if anything, it doesn't really distract anybody. It may entice somebody. I don't know. But regardless, that was not part of the plan. It's FUBAR, man. It's jacked up. Need to do better. Definitely can do better. But the only way to do better is to make sure you plan for it. And if you don't plan for it, well, hey, everybody ends up going commando again. Balls to the wall, balls out. Definitely don't need that. So, yeah. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And if anything, look back on where you might have messed up in the past, thinking that somebody's breaking into your house, only to realize it's your own stupidity that jacked everything up. We'll go ahead and file this under S for squib loads because, yes, it did not shoot right, and if anything, it messed up. It's funny as hell, though. Got a lot to learn from this. Also, what really should have happened was I definitely should have made sure that she had an advantage, because now that I think about it, she had her light on, and having her light on definitely means that somebody would have known that she was in that bedroom, or somebody was in the bedroom. So that's not good either. So I do believe this weekend I will be coming up with a plan. I will have to go over it with her, and I damn sure have to make sure that she listens to it and doesn't decide to do her own shit. Because the point of me even going and getting a plate carrier was to make sure that, God forbid, if I got shot, I mean, I'm not going to get up like I'm Rambo or anything, but hey, At least I had an opportunity to protect myself and give myself a chance to fight through the pain and try and get up to protect her. But that just becomes a moot point if she's off doing her own thing. So I already see now I'm going to have a field day with ChatGPT trying to come up with the thumbnail image. I just wonder what the prompt is going to be. Hey, ChatGPT, I need an image of a black male wearing boxers in a plate carrier with a shotgun. So much fun. But that's all I got for you. I am home now. Hopefully I entertained you as well as gave you something to think about. Remember, your shortcomings are not meant to make you feel bad. If anything, they're meant for you to learn something. And I really hope you've learned from mine, and I hope you've gotten some sort of entertainment value out of it as well. Till next time, see y'all on the next Black Powder Podcast. Peace.
This the Black Powder Podcast, let's get explicit. We got the wisdom hitting targets with a marksman precision. We're having fun in the booth, we're running gun for the truth. Every future black gun owner, we're spreading the news. We do illegal, we're moving regal and blessing the people. Some hopes for the culture, we keep it locked like guns in our holster. Holding it down as we're loading the rounds. If they were nervous back then they're gonna be scared of us now. Black Powder Podcast, we'll be back in a while.